All right, good morning. God bless you guys. It is Turned Up Tuesdays, Tuesday, February the 8th, 2022, 12 minutes after y'all. Welcome. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's Senny, Barbi, Cologne. Where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. That chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. iHeartRadio, radio.com. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys over there. It's broadcasting live. ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Your chat room is wide open, or come and join us. Have an action-packed show today, or you could call in 570-982-6950. Distributed by Comedy World Net Radio. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys over there behind the scene on all major podcast platforms, all of them. You could Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All the links come up, and you can find the show. It's very easy. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. I hope you guys are okay this morning. Also, we're on YouTube. Please go to our YouTube page. Subscribe to the page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We go live at 7:10 in the morning, Monday through Friday. We appreciate you guys over there too. Thank you. Also on Facebook this morning. God bless you guys. Good morning. Go to our business page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team business page. Like the page, and you get notified on your Facebook notification, I guess, when we go live Monday through Friday. Also join our group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. Hold on. Give me a second. Join our group. And invite yourself to the group. And once you invite yourself to the group, we allow you in, and you can join all the fun. So we appreciate you. So, like we say each and every morning, it's the only place where you get that morning love, guys. God bless you. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Senny J, God bless you. On a Turned Up Tuesday. Good to see your skin looks well. You look well, Senny. You look a little rosy in the face, but you're a beautiful young lady. God bless you. Good morning, and how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Turned Up Tuesday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. So you do not want to miss that. Good morning, Barbi.
Good morning, Senny. Good morning, Shawn.
Good morning, Barbi.
Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from right now, it is 27 degrees. Today's high is going to be 38. There's going to be a little bit of cloud in the sky. When you come out the house today, it may be a little foggy, but it's going to clear up, and it's going to be a fair day. 29 in Stroudsburg, 37 for the high. Some clouds today as well. In Newark, New Jersey, it is 35 degrees, partly cloudy, and 45 will be the high. New York City, 35 right now, partly cloudy, and 46 for the high today. In Atlanta, 38 degrees, excuse me, 56 will be the high, and it's going to be clear. 68 in Miami, 79 for the high, cloudy with evening rain showers. In Chicago, it's 21 degrees, 37 will be the high, and cloudy. 55 in Los Angeles, clear, and 81 for the high. In Louisville, it is 22 degrees, 52 for the high, and clear. In Rochester, it's 30 right now, and that will be the high of 30 degrees. Cloudy with some snow shower as a possibility this morning. In New Iberia, 38 right now, 63 for the high, and fair. That's the weather I have for y'all. What's it look like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. You already know. We got the morning buzz. One thing that we can guarantee on this show, each and every morning, your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m., so before 8 a.m., so get your beverage ready. Sit back, relax, enjoy the morning buzz. We appreciate you. Senny, what else you got?
We're also going to have front page news with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. So stick around for that.
Yes, there will be some Harvey House of Sports. You guys stay tuned.
Thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate you guys on a Turned Up Tuesday. Special shout out to all the folks that help us behind the scene. Thank you, Young and Rome and Crystal. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you guys. It means a lot that you rock with us in the morning. There's thousands of other whack ass podcasts out there in the morning you can deal with.
Be nice.
And you to go over there and totally waste your time over that. I dare you. And then there's us. And because you sit there and you rock with us, it's an experience that I truly appreciate. So you already know the deal. If you want to go over there, wherever you go, with these unbelievably trashy podcast, go ahead. And then you come back over here, come back home. And thank you. And while you're home here, we would like for you, before we get this thing going, to share the show with all your other friends and family. And thank you. Now, before we start the show, here was the debate again. And I had something to talk about, but, the Senny board sparked the interest about.
No, what are you going to talk about? Are you going to save it for another day now?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hold on. I got it. I come out of my bag, I'm going to leave everything in my bag right now. See, talk about just to keep it real light about for the scamming thing. Forget about that. She talked about the bacon. We can talk about that. I thought that was interesting because Senny J. Good morning, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. We have Critical Thinking with Amir Silly at 7:31. Senny, in a few minutes you're gonna have to come over here and take over this board if you don't mind.
Can't we just sit here?
You gotta run the board, Senny.
Well, if you're gonna continuously talk, yeah, but we need the 7:30 and the 8 o'clock and the 8:31 break.
All right.
So you can sit there. You can sit there, and make sure you turn everything. Make sure you turn everything off, if you don't mind. Neighbors be walking out of here.
I'm gonna be here for a little while. You're gonna leave you're leaving your computer.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you. Just cut my laptop off. You could use your own.
You use the internet.
You got your phone.
I don't want to go all the way home.
No, you can use your phone right there.
Go ahead.
See how neighbors want to use things?
I need a browser. I need a big screen.
You need a different kind of browser.
But you start showing too early for your nonsense.
Big screens is something you haven't had. Now, before we take our first break, you wish you had a big screen. Don't get me started.
I do.
I know. You'll get one sometime. I prophesize you get a big screen one day. And a browser. I see in your mind, I can read your mind right now. You're in browser mode right now. It's been a minute. Now, the ladies were here talking, real before we go, Amir call in about bacon. We was talking about some things before the show started, and it comes to find out that. And good morning, guys. God bless you on the Turned Up Tuesday. Barbi Cologne and Senny J, they take the bacon out the pack and they fry it in the pan. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I, on the other hand, take the bacon and I take the bacon strips out and I have my little pan that I have for the oven, and I put the strips in the oven, whatever amount I want. Barbi Cologne, 4 to 6, 8, the whole pack, whatever it is, and I bake the bacon. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that for years. And matter of fact, update from yesterday's show. I didn't take a bubble bath yet, but I will update y'all. So, Senny, you're frying the bacon in the pan.
It's the best that way.
Right. And I do agree with you. I just don't like it that way, and I like it in the oven at 350 degrees. And I got time. I'm not rushing to make no bacon.
You think it's best in the oven?
Yeah, it tastes better.
It does taste good, but who has time for that?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Very time consuming.
It takes a half an hour, maybe 25 minutes to a half an hour. It does. And then I take the I pull the pan out and drain that bacon, that good old cholesterol, that good heart-stopping grease. That heart-stopping grease that fills up your veins. I drain all that out, right? And then I take a paper towel and I wipe down that bacon. And when it's ready to serve, it was shared with Barbi Cologne. It looks like it looks like it's coming from the pack that you purchased it in, but cooked. Sort of like how it looks in the picture. You know the bacon picture? Mm-hmm. See, the bacon that we all fry, it doesn't look like how it looks on the pack.
Because y'all be burning it.
Right, because we burn it. Now, put it in one chat room how often do you burn the bacon? Because sometimes bacon, you can burn bacon very easily.
Very easily.
Barbi, out of 100 times cooking bacon, how many times do you think you burned it?
Oh, I'm sure a time or two. Probably about 3, 4.
And it gives us a feeling of almost a feeling of failure. because we know we have bacon. You got to watch.
I don't eat burnt food. It go in garbage.
Yeah, but bacon we have to watch.
Definitely.
Because if you don't watch it, it's done.
Yes.
It's gonna burn, and then once it's burned, it's over. People like it extra crispy, but they want it cooked, not burnt. Senny, out of 100 times before we take our first break, see, Barbi. Before I ask Senny, see, Barbi, when you cook it in the oven, you don't burn it. You can burn it. Yeah, you can walk away. It can't burn.
Not burn it.
Yeah, you know, you always check on it. It's just good times.
Right. He said it's good times.
It's good times, you know. It gives that same sizzle as if you was cooking it on the stove.
And you don't get the
you don't get the ghetto sizzle.
Shawn.
Not
the ghetto sizzle.
Yeah, the ghetto sizzle. And that goes for white, black, red. There's a ghetto sizzle. You don't get that. You get a regular, clean cut sizzle.
When you cooking it.
Senny, out of 100 times. Hey, good morning, guys. God bless you, guys. Senny, out of 100 times, how many times do you think you burnt that bacon?
Well, because I really like it like that, I'd probably say
Like what?
I really like frying it, and I understand that. Like, I know the perfect setting on my stove to put it at where it'll be good. I have, the cast iron pan that I use for it, because I've started eating turkey bacon a lot more now. So now that doesn't matter how you cook it. But when I make pork bacon, I know how to make mine. So I'd probably say maybe 40 times, a little less than half, I've burnt it. But I don't usually burn it because I know when I'm making the bacon, I gotta watch it, and I just stand there and make it. I turn my music on and I just be like, so a little less than half.
Okay, so wait a minute. Out of 100 times,
and I can't even say that, because to me, to burn bacon, like, what do you mean, like burn, like it's black?
Burn it where it's like, you know what, you gotta throw it away.
Like,
you're
you gotta
done.
throw it away.
Yeah, you're done.
Oh.
So out of 100 times,
not paying attention.
But out of 100 times,
out of 100 times,
how many times you think you burnt the bacon where you just?
I'm gonna go less. I'm gonna say 30.
30. That's a lot.
It's a lot, Senny.
Damn, Senny, that's a lot.
Out of 100 times, and I don't really make
70%. So 70% of the 30% of the time you burn in the bacon.
Well, then go lower then. I'm
trying
to think of actual.
I'm
trying to think of like actual times. So then, so I'm going to say 10. I'm going to say 10% of the time.
Yeah, that sounds more.
Never say.
Because I'm thinking about my whole life since I've been making bacon.
No, okay.
My whole life. That's what I'm thinking about. I started making bacon probably like around 15. Okay. I started like making breakfast.
So let's drop it down to 1%. If that's the case.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the last 50 times.
Like nothing. Like haven't.
Bobby, what are they saying in the chat room?
Maybe
Now, hold on. Before we getting into this.
Been wilding.
And welcome to the show. Shout out to my man, Jamie Roberts, 108 Soul. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for your guidance. Bobby Cologne, I'm a grown-ass man. You know that. You see this.
Yes, sure. We see
I like my eggs over easy running. I like the yolk running.
No, man. No, sir.
I like that. I like the eyeballs in the eggs. I like I like the yolk running, or I could flip it over one time.
Right.
That's gross.
I can't.
That's salmonella, Shawn.
I like to crack the egg open and just throw it in the pan.
You remember just open it in your mouth.
Yep. Just throw it in that bong and let it get a little egg white on the side, a little yolk in the middle, and let's get down.
I can't.
Since I asked Barbie before we take our first break, Amir Silly, critical thinking, 731. Senny, I'm a man's man, baby. I like those things sunny side up. I like to take that egg and crack it on the side of that counter and put it right in that pan. And let's get to work.
No.
Senny, I want to turn that Tuesday. Everybody in chat room.
I like a runny yolk, but I don't like sunny side up. I don't like the egg white with it too. I don't like the whole baby. I don't like
No, baby.
I don't like that. You gotta flip it over a little.
Yeah, well, there's times that I flip it over just for like a half of a second. Now, Senny, how do you like?
Okay, it depends on what I'm eating. So if if I'm gonna have bacon and toast, if I'm just gonna have bacon, toast, and eggs, then I'll do fried eggs, and I like it over medium. right? A little runny.
Wait. Fried eggs
Yeah.
over medium,
Yeah.
a little runny.
Right. That's over medium. A little
A
runny.
little runny.
Right.
Okay. And that's your perfect egg situation.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where you can take that toast and bang that toast right into that egg, right? Okay. Let's do that again. Say do that. There you go. Do that one more time. You can perfect angle.
Right. She got it perfect.
But I like to make a sandwich with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like to do a sandwich.
Barbi,
with it.
before we take our first break, Barbi, I'm throwing that thing over easy.
Over easy,
Cooking
Shawn.
it for a few seconds, and then I'm throwing it in the glizzy.
Right
Pause.
now. He said in the glizzy.
I like my eggs real glizzy.
Do you sometimes substitute glizzies for bacon or sausage if you don't have any?
I would.
I've done that. It tastes good.
It's good.
Yeah, fried bacon,
Whoa.
fried hot dogs,
Whoa.
fried glizzies,
Yeah.
and eggs are good.
You wish you had a glizzy. Barbi Cologne, how are you? I like I said, I'm a sunny side guy.
Yeah.
What's going on with your eggs?
I like my eggs scrambled soft with cheese.
Boy, soft with cheese.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
Boy,
gross.
she
No,
is.
It's good. That's
She
good,
is.
girl.
Well, first of all, Senny, she's an ultimate neighbor.
Shawn.
Because we love that cheese and that eggs, boy.
Oh yeah, I like
love
that too.
Oh,
but you
my
gotta
God.
scramble it hard.
Yeah.
You gotta cook it.
Well, it's scrambled. But see, the way I cook it, when I put the cheese in it, the cheese make it look like it's still wet.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
But I don't.
No, because there are people who like wet eggs.
Whoa.
No, if you eating runny eggs, that's wet.
Whoa. First of all.
No, it's not the same as when you
Wet.
scramble it and leave it wet.
Hold on. Whoa.
That's
whoa.
gross.
Wait. First of all.
It's not wet.
Wait a minute.
I don't cook them wet.
Hold on. Wait a
They
minute.
still
Hold on.
cook.
I'm gonna have to have
Wait a
some
minute.
Barbie.
First of all, neither one of you should be using the word wet.
You
now,
know what? Well, we can use
now,
the word
now,
wet.
now,
Shawn.
Moist.
Right,
well,
real
now, I
moist.
say this.
Real runny.
I say this. I say this. Senny, question. I ask you first, since you just getting on your Black Lives Matter movement from the last 4 years. Senny just turned black 4 years ago, guys. Because her mother made her watch the Partridge Family and all that back in there.
She was trying to protect me.
Senny, hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Senny Barbi. Hello?
Good morning.
Hello,
Who's this?
this is Amir Sid.
Amir. Hold on, Amir.
Hey, Amir.
Oh, man.
Good morning.
Amir, check this out. We're going to call you back at another number, okay?
Okay.
Just hold on a second. Just hold on.
I mean, you might as well go
Yeah.
ahead and leave me.
Hang up the phone. I'm going to call you right back.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Amir, we got critical thinking. Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Okay. Okay.
Dropping that fire. It's DJ Young and Unbound Squad DJs. You were my wife, my hopes and dreams. Are you ready? Who's going AWOL? Yay. You were my wife, my hopes and dreams.
Oh, these AWOL DJs are hot like fire.
Who is it? It's Young and Nutty, and I'm doing them.
You're rocking with the AWOL DJs.
It's Shawn Harvey featuring Senny J along with our co-host Barbi Cologne on Comedy World Net Radio.
This is Senny J from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Catch us on Comedy World Net Radio.
It's
Hey guys, it's Barbi Cologne from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on Comedy World Net Radio.
I wanna touch you like the sky would touch an ocean, or a thought would touch a kiss. Slow and deep, hot and wet. Purposely without doubt or inhibition. I desire you. Seduction.
Good morning, everyone. Here in Bethlehem, where we broadcast live to you from. Right now, it is 27 degrees, 38 for the high. It's going to be a fair day. The fog has cleared. The sun is coming out, and the day is looking like it's going to be great. In Stroudsburg, 29 degrees, 37 for the high. Some clouds as well. In Newark, New Jersey, it's 35 degrees, 45 for the high and partly cloudy. In Chicago, it's 21 degrees. Today's high is going to be 37 and cloudy. In New Iberia, 38 right now, 63 for the high and fair. That's the weather I have for you all. What's it looking like where you are? Barbi Cologne coming to you live from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, where you get your morning started right.
Yes, where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much for that, Barbie. It is currently 7:37 a.m. We had a little change. You know, we had to get rid of Shawn. We weren't really feeling what he was talking about with the bacon.
Right.
The bacon.
Right.
Everybody knows it's best fried. No. So Shawn had to run out. So we are going to finish out the rest of the show with your favorite ladies right here, me and Barbie. And we are going to continue our segment. Barbie, was anybody saying anything funny in the chat room about the eggs? Barbie was letting me know how she makes her eggs on the break.
Right.
She was letting me know the technique, because I said if you like them scrambled soft, it really depends on how soft, because one of my friends, she does it in the pan like a quick couple times. Like it really is soft. I only see a couple of chunks, the actual cooked egg.
The eggs are completely cooked. They're not like soft.
They just
they're
look
fluffy. They look soft because when you put the cheese in like on the last couple seconds, it's still like it makes the eggs look like they're wet. But it's because of the cheese, so they're completely done. But it's still soft. You know how a lot of times people they scramble them too hard, they start looking brown.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That means they're gonna be dry.
Right. That's burnt.
I don't like dry eggs. That's burnt eggs.
If they're a little brown, that's burnt.
Right. Every now and again I slip up, but for the most part, you know, it's just right. They're nice and fluffy. You add the cheese the last couple seconds, and boom, you got perfect eggs.
Light, fluffy, scrambled. And yellow.
Right.
That's how we like them.
Okay. She is lying. W.M. Dixon said, "Why don't y'all runny egg eaters just drink the raw egg and stop effing up people's dishes?"
No, WM. You mean even with the fried egg with the runny yolk?
Yeah,
now that's good. Come on, WM. You ain't eating real breakfast if you ain't got no yolk.
Yeah, we'll do the whole sunny side up yolk dipping with the no ma'am.
No, we don't.
That's nasty.
We don't subscribe to that philosophy.
No. And he said the exact same thing I said. He said you got to put the cheese in late to keep the moisture. See, that's my cousin. We here.
I can subscribe to that. That's
right.
All right.
And Marcus, Mr. One Emoji said every now and again he may burn the bacon.
The bacon. Okay.
Part,
it's all right. We can all burn the bacon a little once in a while, but I think the important thing is to if it's your kind of burnt where you can eat it. We don't want no unedible bacon. I think that's the worst. Sometimes I've tried to eat it. Like I've burnt it bad.
No, I don't eat no burnt food. One day I was making biscuits and my bestie was at the house and they was too dark and I put them in the garbage and I'm talking about from scratch and I made a whole new batch. Like I don't eat nothing burnt. If it's too burnt or if it's too, I don't even like my steak cooked well done because it's too hard. No, I want my food needs to melt in my mouth.
Ooh. Barbie said what she said.
That's right.
Talking from a real privileged place, throwing out biscuits.
Hey, I'm sorry. Well, we know I grew up eating good food, and I like to eat good food. I'll eat burnt food. I'll eat food that's overly cooked. So if you can't cook, don't invite me to your damn house. Because I will let you know, girl, let me show you how to make that. I'm like, oh, let me show you how to do that right.
Yeah, and I think it's good etiquette. Anytime if I do happen to burn something, I'll always eat it. I'll never give it to my guests. Yeah. I'll just take that on the chin.
The family wanted to still eat the biscuits. They was like, it's just a little dark. I was like, but it's not as fluffy and moist as it's supposed to be. No,
well, girl, pass it on over here.
Right? So I made a whole new batch. I was not playing.
Pass me the burnt one.
I can't do burnt.
No, but we appreciate that. Y'all keep putting in the comments how you like your breakfast. Make yourselves nice and hungry.
Right, because I'm making myself hungry right now because this coffee is not making it.
The coffee, it's going to make you more hungry.
Yeah, we got to talk about something else.
No, we are going to bring it over to our new segment, Critical Thinking, with Amir Sealy. So shout out to him and Shawn with his brainchild. So y'all all put on your thinking caps and we're going to see how this is going to go and see if this is a new segment. So I'll see if I can handle it well to Shawn's liking.
Right.
So we're going to see. And I have Amir on hold and we can't, I'm going to put you right directly onto the mic, because his aux cord doesn't fit. But Amir, are you there? Oh, let me put it on speaker. Are you here?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Amir. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you ladies?
We're doing great. You gotta let us know how you like your eggs and how you cook the bacon first.
So I like my eggs cheesy and cooked soft.
Okay.
And I don't do bacon so much anymore, but when I did, I liked my bacon crispy and well done.
Crispy,
Okay.
well done.
Crispy
In the
well.
pan, or do you like to put it in the oven?
I've never done bacon in the oven. I'm a in the pan kind of guy.
Right. Sean is the weirdo.
Yeah, you gotta try it once in your life, but you aren't missing anything.
Nothing at all.
So yes, so we're glad to have you on this morning, Amir. Can you let us know about this segment or what you have in mind for it to talk about today?
First of all, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to be a part of your morning show. Thank you, Shawn. Thank you, Barbi. Thank you, Senny. Thank you to all the listeners out there. Brainchild, like they said, is Shawn. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm just gonna present some things and put them in perspectives that we usually don't put things in those perspectives. We tend to, in this new format of the world, kind of take things at face value.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that in doing that, not only do we short ourselves, but we then put ourselves in a space where we can't get beyond some of the things that we're faced with. So, for instance, I'll just use this one because this is such a big one right now. All of the face masks, and wearing your face mask. Wear your face mask. Wear your face mask. Don't forget it in the car. Take it into the grocery store. You got to wear it in the restaurant. You got to wear it on the elevator. I've been smiling about this since day one, and this is just because my brain sometimes looks at things a bit differently. For instance, if y'all remember when face masks first came out, they were just asking you to cover your face. Didn't really make a difference. It's kind of like, as long as you put something over your nose and mouth, we're happy to know that you're doing what you can supposedly to help your fellow man or woman or, your neighbors. The interesting thing about it is, as time evolved and as we, watched this thing unfold, you started realizing, how does that really work when you know for a fact that your mouth exhales for a reason? There's a reason why your mouth allows you to breathe air out. And that's because all of the wonderful things that go on inside your body, when you exhale, is similar to what comes out of a car, which is like carbon dioxide, if I'm not mistaken. I think ours is called carbon monoxide. But either way, it's not good for you. So I want you to think about this. You breathe into a mask that you've been wearing all day, and then you breathe back in through the same mask and the bad stuff that you just breathed out. And that makes sense to everybody.
Right.
But it also keeps germs from getting in as well. And you from transmitting whatever you may have to someone else.
But my point to it is, are you really getting rid of or keeping germs from being transmitted? The reality of it all is we live in a world where there's air, there's trees, all of these things are to clean the air and to go. Now, granted, we don't have as many trees as we should. The world isn't set up the way that it should be to really deal with emissions like it, could and should. But the reality of it all is we live in this whole big space where every day people exhaling all around the world. Unless y'all know of some place that the air goes at night and they pump in fresh new air, what are we talking about? When you're on a plane, they go, keep your mask on. You're inside of a air-controlled tube. When you're on a train, same thing. When you're on a bus, same thing. The best one, and you ladies will love this because some of y'all are like, I like a guy with a beard. Mm-hmm. That's so cute. You ever look at these people with the beard and the mask on and think to yourself, okay, he's been breathing in that all day. When you get to work or you get home, do you wash your beard? So all that wonderful stuff that they've been exhaling and inhaling is all in their beard. Did you kiss them? Whatever. So are we really protecting ourselves with, wearing the mask? Are we really protecting ourselves with this interesting train of thought? Now, I'm not saying that anybody's wrong for wearing a mask, because by all means, if you feel like it's protecting you, if you feel like it's doing something to help you, do that. If you start thinking about it, doesn't make sense and add up. And this is where critical thinking, unfortunately, we're not doing so much of it anymore.
I think part of it with the mask, though, where a lot of it got lost in translation, because there are doctors and other fields in work where people work up to, 10 plus hours a day where they do have to wear a mask in certain settings. I think the carbon monoxide, because it is something that our body produces, I think what we're expressing out and taking back in is, I would say, minimal to the extent where it could cause harm, maybe over a long period of time. But that is also where, how like, you ever see those things on YouTube where they show you how much, if you just sneeze or cough or regular talking,
right.
how much aerosol of spit or whatever you put into the air and how it spreads out so far. And when you put your hand over your mouth, it'll diminish it a little bit, but you still have aerosols that come out. So I think with the distance, if I put the extra distance between me and another person in a room or in a conversation,
Right.
along with wearing a mask, when I'm talking, my aerosols are going to be way more diminished and spread less farther than if I had nothing on at all. And of course, but again, there's the question, how can we do that when we're in a room of 10 people, or if we're in a grocery store, if we're in these things? So I think that, but then again, if we want to diminish something, we're going to have to reduce all of that, which is why, lockdowns and other things were important if you're trying to transmit large groups of people being in a small amount of space. But I do feel like the masks, along with distance, do add some level of protection.
Absolutely.
Than there being nothing at all. And that's why sometimes I say, I'm going to keep wearing the mask. Or I think in restaurants, you can't tell me that in a restaurant, somebody, a waitress talking to you, you're talking to regular people. Sometimes us here in the office, we see spit fly out of each other's mouth.
And land on your lip.
Right. So that happens in real life. So you can't tell me that if somebody has a mask on, that doesn't deplete that.
Right.
I mean, it does. But again, also, I do also see the damage in wearing it for prolonged periods of time.
Yeah.
But nobody's saying that we have to wear it for prolonged periods of time. Take a
Exactly.
fresh air break.
Right.
Like people take cigarette breaks.
And you don't need to wear it if you're not around anyone.
And also, I think it's a tool. It's not the end all, save all. It's to be used in conjunction with, like in conjunction with washing our hands.
Agreed.
And in conjunction with the social distancing, and in conjunction with, everything else.
Okay. So to your point, and to some of the things that you brought up, and including, like you said, it diminishes, the amount of emissions that, come out of your mouth and things like that. Okay, so let's just take that one idea for a minute. You said you think that over a prolonged time, we're now 2 years into wearing the mask. So if you think, for those who have, lingering coughs, for those who still may be trying to figure out why I can't shake this thing, you don't think the fact that you keep wearing a mask that allows you to breathe back in the same stuff that your body is trying to get rid of has anything to do with that? It's just like for those of us who brunch every weekend, and we go, I don't understand why I'm fat. You brunch every weekend. You don't take breaks anywhere where you might do exercise. You might put down the chicken and waffles. You might not have that omelet. Alcohol is big on sugars, and we, put that in our bodies. Then we're trying to figure out certain things. What I'm saying is our inability to critically think about each and everything that we do, because there's always an adverse effect to anything and everything that we do.
But how long are you?
Hold on. I'm not saying that you see it right away, but over the course of time, what happens is it builds up and builds up and builds up. So by the time you actually realize that you're in a situation where you're trying to fix it, it's almost too late because you let it build up for so long. Air is a critical part to your body, because what air does is it allows your blood and all of the things to circulate through your body so that your body stays oxygenated, which your cells need to be, and all these things to stay healthy. You can't tell me that wearing a mask helps you stay healthy when you have to do that, like you said, over prolonged periods of time. To the point that you said about people who have to do this in specific situations, those are jobs and/or situations where that is mandatory or necessary based off of that job. Prior to 19, when all of this first, got introduced to us, we were all breathing in the same air. You know what breathing in the same air allows your body to do? You have a whole immune system that comes factory setting, and it allows your immune system to do what it's supposed to do, which is work on things that attack your body. But if you spend the rest of your life not allowing your immune system to do anything or work on anything, the first time it really is attacked by something that is not prepared for, we'll find ourselves in a lot of trouble. There's so many layers to a lot of what we're dealing with, again, when it comes to these wearing masks, when it comes to the vaccinations. But like I said, we don't critically think anymore because they have controlled the narrative. They keep telling you specific things to the whole, like I said, mask situation. If you remember when we first got sick or whatever, they told you to strip at the door. Remember that? Remember that wonderful line they used when we first got? Strip at the door, spray yourself in Lysol, put your clothes in a radioactive bag. When's the last time y'all heard that?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So they keep changing the narrative because for them, it's easier to just not say, you know what? We actually don't have an understanding of this thing. We were wrong. And we really need you guys to do the best you can to figure certain things out for yourselves. You gave out a vaccination or whatever, and you said, hey, this is going to work for everybody. And then we found out it was doing odd things to different people. They never scaled it back. They never said, hey, you know what? We were wrong about that too. They just said, well, if you do these things in conjunction and together, you'll be okay. We see people are not okay. So this is why I continue to ask people to critically think again. Don't just take and allow what they're saying or whatever, they make sense to them to make sense to you. You got a whole brain. God gave you that. Also, factory setting is how you're using it and what you're doing with it that's going to dictate how you survive and how you get through any and all things that you're faced with. We got to get back to that.
Okay. And no, I agree with that. You're right. But I mean, I guess it depends on what you feel works for you, because from the stuff that's what I'm saying. People can still critically think and still come up with different things for themselves, because I mean, they're, like I said, the people that, when I'm saying people wear it for a prolonged period of time, I'm talking about if you wake up with a mask on.
Hours upon hours, daily.
From when nobody's saying that you have to wear a mask all day. That's what I'm not understanding, why people feel like this is when you go into a store. This is when you go into places where there is high populations of people. So maybe limit how many times you go to the store, or, your office. If you work in an office, if there's an option to go remote, okay, possibly, but 8 hours in a day, you get an hour break. Maybe, you could, put it up to your boss. You want 2 extra 15 minutes because you want to go outside and go get some extra air because the mask is inhibiting you from actually getting, good air. I mean, but to me, I think the least thing that you could do in a defense against a highly transmissible virus would be to wear a mask. I mean, doctors wear them all the time, and they're in hospitals all day, and nobody ever said, are doctors healthy? They're wearing this mask all day. In China, they stay with a mask every time I go to Times Square, and they go other places. It's not just over there. When they're in Times Square, all the time I see them, they got masks on.
Right, and you don't see them
because they know they don't want to catch nothing when they go to someplace else, because they don't know what everybody got.
And the average person is not wearing a mask 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Like, we're not doing that.
I don't think that, and I don't think that there's anybody dying of carbon dioxide either.
Well, again.
But I do see your point, not to take everything at face value, for sure.
You definitely have to do your own research and learn things for yourself.
I'll give you another, perspective and another thing to think about. So, you just mentioned, like you said, being in public places. First of all, we're supposed to be communal. In case everybody's forgotten that, prior to this whole pandemic thing, we were communal, which means we gather in places, bars, clubs.
Yeah, we didn't have a deadly disease killing us either then.
That's what we do. That's if you really look at it, and that's why I said there's so many layers to this. Why do y'all think that depression and anxiety is so high? Have y'all ever seen this many people with rescue dogs and all this stuff in your life?
I
Because
I
people
definitely
are
agree with
depressed.
that.
You're not talking to anybody. The other thing that the mask does that nobody really talks about. Prior to this, if I saw you, Barbi, if I saw you, Senny, on the streets, I can see you from a distance. Oh my God, she's smiling. Maybe she's in a good mood, so forth and so on. All you see is people's eyes. You can't tell if they're crazy. You can't tell if they're in a good spirits. You can't tell any of that.
Yeah, you
So we
wouldn't
sitting
even be able to
there,
tell if they were
and now
smiling too.
I'm trying to gauge this.
Well, what
By the
about
time you
people
get
that
close
wear?
enough to-
What about people that wear burqas?
By the time we get to close up, people who wear burqas though, that's a religious situation.
But
That's
it's but what's the
It's-
difference?
that's-
But you still can't tell if they smile or
because
crazy.
In their particular situation, that's a religious choice and something that they wear for religious purposes. In regular life, when you walk down the street and you smile at somebody and they smile back, usually it puts you in good spirits. When you're standing on the platforms now, or you're in the train or in the store, and somebody quote unquote sees you without a mask and they shoot you a look like, "Oh my God," don't you feel like, what is your problem with me? If you say that masks work or you feel that they work, then what are you worried about? See, that's the other part of it that nobody wants to talk about. There is a interesting mindset and mind frame that goes along with some of these things that they've now programmed us to believe and or think. And this is why I said we got to go back to critical thinking. To something you mentioned earlier about restaurants, like I said, and being in specific places. This one always kills me because I ride the trains. I'm here in New York, so I ride the trains. Never have my mask on. People look at me crazy. But I see people on my train, you got a coffee, you take your mask down for 2 seconds, drink your coffee, and put your mask back on. So you think COVID took a break. Oh, wait a minute. They're taking a coffee break. I'm going to stand over here and stand down while they take a coffee break. For the people who smoke, I'm gonna take a smoking break. The COVID's going to go, you know what? They're on smoking break. I'm going to give them a minute, and I'll get back to them on that. That's what I said. Critically thinking, you got to wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
But it's
But
Amir, it's about reducing. It's about to put tools in place to reduce the transmission.
Do you know how you reduce this?
How?
You just take care of yourselves. Look, y'all started the morning talking about bacon. Y'all started the morning talking about eggs. And I think that breakfast is an amazing, amazing thing. I grew up on breakfast, biscuits and cheese eggs and all these nefarious things. But do we know that breakfast is probably one of the worst things we can start our day with? If you do not start your day with fruits actually to start your day, because if you listen to the title of the word, it's called break fast, which means you fasted overnight after sleeping. So to break that, you should technically break it with something that allows your body and your engine to start kind of slowly. But what eggs, what bacon, what biscuits, what pancakes, waffles, and all that does is actually slow your engine down. But they never taught you that in school. So what we do is we go to what they do because they show you the Denny's commercial. They show you the IHOP commercial. They show you all these nefarious things that have you thinking to yourself, you know what? Yeah, I'm in the mood for some pancakes. I haven't had that in a while. Now, I'm not saying don't enjoy these things, but what I'm saying to you is when you really do your research and you find out how those things slow your engine down and or clog up your system, then you're not so quick to go, you know what? I'm going to start my day with that. And that's why we're in some of the situations that we're in, because the way that we've been and the things that we've been taught about food and other things has been lies. But you don't know that because we are not doing the research and nobody's having these conversations. The conversations that we're having is the normal stuff. Like y'all said, like y'all did this morning. I like my eggs this way. I like my bacon that way. Which again is great. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself and don't have breakfast. But what I'm saying is when you really think about the word, it's break fast.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had that conversation.
Fast is so that your body continues to move in a way that is conducive to you having a great day.
Yes.
You ever? So a quick question. Let me.
Well, wait. We just have to. We're on break, so just hold on 1 second.
Take a break.
We'll be right back. Hold on. Yeah, we need our music.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little break. We are back.
We biggity back.
We're bringing it back with Amir, who is letting us know on his critical thinking segment about breaking the fast.
Yes.
Are you? Oh wait, hold on.
Yes.
Amir, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, great. Yes, we're back on the air.
Okay. Well, I will say this because I do hope that this segment today is giving your listeners and you guys at least some stuff to start researching and thinking about.
Absolutely.
I call this we call this critical thinking because I think that is a muscle and the ideology that we have to get back to. If we don't, to some degree, we will continue to be enslaved to certain things that are going on in the world. I say that passionately and I say that with love because as I look at the world in its current format and in the current state that we're in, I want us all to, there's no such thing as getting back to normal. I love when we say, specific things. This is why I always say the English language and words in general have such power. Every day is normal. It just depends on what perspective you look at it from and how you go forward in your day and what you do with it. A very good friend of mine always says, don't count the days, make the days count. And I look at that all the time and I say, wow, that's such a powerful statement. And I encourage, like I said, all the listeners, I encourage, everybody to, do just that. Don't sit around and be discouraged by, a lot of the things that you see going on in the world, and including this pandemic, whatever wording you want to use for it. Because if you sit around and you don't travel, if you sit around and you don't enjoy your loved ones, if you sit around and don't enjoy life, unfortunately, most of us do not know what our expiration date is.
Right.
So then you just wasted time. You don't know how much time you have here. So you better enjoy it to the best of your ability.
I definitely agree with that.
Wherever you go, once you leave here, they're going to ask you some questions. Hey, what was you doing up there? How was you taking so long to not get it together?
Right.
And I say that jokingly, but I say that with a little bit of, humility and fun too, because I include myself in that, which is why I try to, educate and or share certain ideologies with people because I want them to start getting back to doing that. We used to be a group of people who do that. This, quote unquote, happens to be Black History Month. If y'all look on your social media platforms and, the various other things that are going on in the world, do y'all see how many things we're responsible for? Mm-hmm. All the things that we created, mathematics, science, the pyramids, so forth and so on. I even make people laugh with this one, and this is how you know how great we are at critical thinking. If you've seen any pictures of inside of the pyramids, what's those things on the wall? If my memory serves correctly, they call them hieroglyphics. But they seem to be the same things as emojis that you guys use now on your phone. Oh, okay. That's way too much to put people in on a Tuesday.
Right. You need to say that for the weekend.
Turn it down.
Right.
Think about that.
No, thank you so much. We definitely will. Definitely giving us some things to think on the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. We truly appreciate it. And where can people find you, or can they send you ideas about what they want people to critically think about or anything?
Sure. You can find me on Facebook. I'm at Amir Sealy, AmirSealy. I am on Twitter, same name, and then I'm on Instagram. My Instagram handle is AROCKSEALY. So Amir A-Rock Sealy. I mean A-Rock Sealy.
There you go. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, Amir. We can't wait till you call back in.
Thank you, ladies. Yes, I appreciate you as well. Everybody have an absolutely phenomenal day. And thanks again. Thanks again, ladies. Thanks again, Shawn. I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
Bye. Oh my gosh, that was so great.
Great.
You guys, now y'all hit Amir with a whole bunch of stuff. He's going to go back in the chat room and you make him think about some stuff.
Right.
Okay?
Make him think critically. See where his head really at.
No, we really appreciate it. And we definitely appreciate you guys. We about to turn up. Make sure you guys put your names in the chat room because we are about to shout y'all out. Then we're going to do some news. We're going to do a little sports. And then we're going to get on out of here. Mm-hmm. So, let me get that together for you. Y'all know I'm a little janky with the music. So just hold on really quick. Sean always likes to just throw me in the mix.
Girl, that's how you be learning. That's how you
he want to
learn.
see if I be paying attention.
Right.
So
Senny J.
Whoa. That's
Monday
not
through
it.
Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10
That's
a.m.
me.
I'm mad
Where
that he
you
still
get your morning started right.
have
The
not-
Shawn Harvey Morning Show.
Okay,
Rock,
Senny.
just rock with me.
Hold on.
Just rock with me. You can just rock with me. Just rock with me.
Oh, I know where it is.
Rock, just rock with me. Just rock with me. You can.
There we go.
There ain't it either.
Don't you guys love this with me? It's backup songs with Senny J.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team where you get your morning started
Let
right.
him say the thingy. Hold on.
He needs to label each song individually. Sean is a mess. Move us around. Are you guys thinking critically this morning? I know Senny is trying to figure out that music right now.
Okay, here we go.
You got it?
Hope you guys are ready.
You sure? All right, here she go.
Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room.
Where the heart's at, Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at?
Where the heart's at?
Where the heart?
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at?
Where the heart? Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Where the heart?
Turn down for what?
For what? For what? For what? For what?
For what? Hey, for what?
Hey, yes.
Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Where the heart's at.
City, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at?
Where the heart's at.
Where the heart?
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at?
Where the heart's at.
Where the heart?
Turn down for what?
Hey,
Where the heart's at. Where the heart's at.
where the heart?
Turn down for what?
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 For what? Hey,
For what?
hey, hey, hey. You got a little too excited. That last.
About to remix that last part.
This girl over here, y'all, I'm laughing because she's sitting over here playing with the damn camera. The damn camera button.
Let me stop for our break song.
Right. Then he gonna be yelling at us. I'm like,
Be
wait a
like,
minute.
Sean, I don't know why it's stuck on camera one.
Look, I didn't touch anything.
Right, Barbie? And
Right.
y'all better not say nothing either. I don't want to see no DMs.
I'm like, sure, it just got stuck.
It just got stuck.
I don't know what happened.
That's right.
Right. We got Sonia Murray in the building. What's up, Sonia? Hey, girl, hey. Joyce Mack is here. Hello, Joyce. Good morning to you. Shout out to Randy Montgomery. Lakeisha Berglund is in the building. Marcus, Mr. One Emoji Johnson is in the building. What's up, Marcus? Shout out to Adira Jackson. What's up, Dira? Good morning. What do you guys having for breakfast today? Right, that came out the blue. Trina Pinkert is here. What's up, Trina? Good morning to you. Shout out to D-Lo. Good morning. How are you this morning? Nathaniel Jones is here. Shout out to Doris Rios. Good morning, Doris. Audrey A. Johnson is in the building. What's up, Audrey? Good morning to you. Shout out to Dre Shaw. Hey, Dre. Good morning. Nathaniel Jones. Florid. What? How is it? That's your friend, right? Is it Floral Angel?
Oh, yeah, Flora Angel, yes.
Flora Angel. Rivers. Is that how I remember? Rivas.
Yes.
Hey, girl. Hey, Kevin Williams is here. I ain't gonna tell you. I was just reading the list from yesterday when I first started. Shout out to Natalie, right? So y'all may get your names called twice, whatever. Look, LaShawn Oliver is in the building. What's up, bestie? Good morning. Randy Montgomery is here. Hey, Randy. Vanetta George is in the building. What's up, Vanetta? Good morning. Hey. Shout out to Richard Nunn. What's up, Rich? The Godfather. So Tracy Ray is in the building. Hey, Tracy. Younger Nut is here. Shamika Love is in the building. What's up, Shamika? Prentice Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, Prentice. A shout out to Lynette Serrano. And here is your tea girl. Good morning. A Hot Sauce, DJ Hot Sauce is in the building. What's up, Hot Sauce? Shout out to
Hey, Hot Sauce.
Shout out to WM Dixon. What's up, cuz? You coming to the show on for Shawn's birthday? I know y'all gonna be in the building. Kareem Williams is here. What's up, Kareem? Shout out to our caller today, Amir Silly, with his critical thinking. Thank you for calling.
He ain't wearing that mask for nobody.
Makes you think, right? He like, after you wear your mask.
Amir ain't wearing a mask. He ain't vaccinated. I can tell you that. I don't even need to ask him. Know that. I hope he's washing his hands.
Right. You wash hands. A shout out to his or hers bags. Shout out to LaShawn Haynes Jones.
I know, Amir, you wash your hands. I'm just saying, you revolted against.
How we know? How we know?
Because he about health, and that's the first part of health is washing your hands.
Wear that mask too, so your ass don't get COVID. It's by him too. But hey, he ain't doing that. I mean, you know we love you, baby. Shout out to Trader Pinker. What's up, Trader? Nicole Harris is in the building. What's up, Nicole? Steve Lendy is in the building. What's up, Steve? Good morning to you. Shout out to Derek Lawson. Hey, Derek. Marquise Thomas is in the building. Gerald Scott is here. Shout out to D-Lo. What's up, D-Lo? Danielle Williams is in the building. What's up, Danielle? Good morning to you. Shout out to Muriel Ogborn Gray. Lydia George is here. Hey, Lydia. What's up, girl? Good morning. Lisa Green Eye Robinson is in the building. And Pierre Langley is here. Hey, Pierre. Younger Nut is here. What's up, Younger Nut? I think I got everybody. If I didn't, hey, I'm sorry. Not really, but yeah.
She gonna get you on the next go around tomorrow.
Tomorrow, maybe
tomorrow.
You know,
no, we truly appreciate you guys. Oh, maybe I can stand like this. We want to make sure that you stay connected. How do you do that with the little thing? Am I in the little corner thing?
Yeah, if you're gonna use that camera, you gotta have to stay over here on this side.
Or this, do it like that.
It's camera 3.
Does it give me a little thing in the side? No, it doesn't automatically.
No, that's
come up.
camera 2 you got on right now. Got to put on camera 3.
I don't know how he does that.
It's camera 3. See, she is breaking up the damn place, y'all. This damn girl. This woman over here. See, she moving around, breaking up the place. Shawn.
Anyways,
don't watch
we had a little
today.
malfunction in the office, but it don't matter. I'm gonna talk about the news. Give me 1 second. There's a lot going on here.
Right.
1 second. I'm gonna talk about the news, and I have the first news story I have for you guys. The first story that I have for you guys here, I'll leave that to Barbi to figure that out really quick. The first story that I'm going to give you on today, let me pull it up, is about...
Put a pause on it. Pull it up, girl.
Let me put a pause on that, as Shawn would say. Frontier and Spirit Airlines are to merge, creating America's 5th largest airline. Oh, wait, I was going to say, we want you guys to follow us on all social media. That's what I was going to say before everything went crazy. Yeah. Make sure all the new people that have just started listening to, make sure that you guys follow us on social media. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team Facebook page. We also have a group page. It's really great. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. The group is popping, so make sure you guys add yourself on there as well. We're also on Instagram at Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We just got a TikTok, so you guys can run on over there. We just put a picture up. We're going to be putting up a video at Shawn Harvey Morning Show, so go run on over there and follow us. iHeartRadio platform. Shout out to Comedy World Net. Shout out to 108 Soul New York. 94.5 The Blaze out in Rochester, all of our affiliates. You guys Google it, look it up. We truly appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get back into the news. Okay, really quickly. So some of you might have heard Frontier and Spirit, they're merging, creating America's 5th largest airline. The 2 largest low-cost carriers in the U.S. have agreed to merge, creating what would become the 5th largest airline in the country. The boards of both companies approved the deal over the weekend. This deal is valued at $6.6 billion, and it's structured with Frontier Airlines controlling 51.5% of the merged airline, while Spirit will hold the remaining 48.5%. Still to be determined is the name of the combined carrier, who will be CEO, and the location of the airline's headquarters. The chair of the new airline will be Bill Frank, who is the current chair of Frontier and managing partner of its parent company. This deal for Frank is the latest in a career of making investments in and overseeing. Spirit, which is based in Miramar, Florida, has also been aggressively expanding in the last decade and plans to continue that strategy once combined with Frontier. So basically, it just goes on yada yada about all the money that they're going to make. But this is supposed to be it's going to be still offering discounts. Where does Frontier fly? Doesn't that just do like Florida?
I thought it was just like this within the United States. I didn't know if they was national or not.
Oh, yeah, they might just be domestic. Every time I'm like trying to go to Florida, I either hear a Frontier or Allegiant, but they probably do multiple places. I think this will probably be better for Spirit.
I was just about to say that hopefully.
And this will be better for Spirit because, even though Spirit has a bad name, I feel like Spirit is like fast food. Like, we all know it's bad, but people still use it.
Because it's cheap.
Because it's cheap. It's cheap. And people are like, you know what? You know what people say? I'm going to just pay the extra to bring on an extra carry-on with your valuables. Right. Or maybe they'll leave a day early just in case because people, they rationalize the BS. And so they're like, you know what? This flight is only $75, and maybe I'll just leave a day early. I can stay with my friend the day before I get to the hotel.
You rationalize it. Right.
That way, just in case there's any problems.
Knowing good well, just pay the extra $100-something to fly American or whoever else.
No, Barbie, because I'm the person with the BS.
Right. Yeah, you talk about yourself. If BS was the person, she stands to
and
my
we're
right.
all flying Spirit. No. I found my tribe. They'll do it to fly the Spirit flight.
Well, I'm gonna meet y'all there.
Whatever.
By the time the vacation is about
all the
over,
Barbies and
the
other bougie ones that want to leave. That want to leave on time and get all their stuff. Are going on American and Delta and all the others or whatever, JetBlues of the world.
It ain't guaranteed that those airlines won't have a bad day that day, but I'm just saying
their track record,
going to the track record. I might get there when I'm supposed to get there, along with my luggage. Okay, say it, but all right.
Has anybody have any bad flights with Frontier?
Amir said, I can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it. I know that's right, Amir. See,
Amir, you ain't going.
We ain't doing Spirit.
Are you gonna fly the front Spirit? What is the name going to be?
Right, front Spirit.
Front Spirit.
Spirit fur.
I don't think they're gonna put Spirit at all in the name at all.
Get rid of that name completely because they got
You know what they should call it?
What?
You guys, get with me on this.
All right,
I'm gonna go to the first camera.
Right, come on, camera one. You need a close up for this one.
They should call it New Frontier. Boom!
And she thought about that all by herself, y'all.
Baby. Boom!
She thought about that all by herself.
You don't even have to rewrap the planes and all that. You just write. That'll be the Spirit part. Just write new.
Right. New and put in cursive. New. Well, exclamation point. All you gotta
I'll
do is
get on that plane.
She just saved y'all some money.
Thank you. I would like the check sent to here.
Right.
Thank you. Find me.
Elizabeth Place
I
Avenue
said it
Street.
First.
Right.
I said it first.
That's what she did.
Put
she
one
did.
in the chat room
all
if you
by
guys
herself. She thought about that all by herself.
If you guys are with me on that, put a one in the chat room. Okay.
Yeah, Spirit.
I appreciate that.
Amir said it's not that bad of a name.
Okay.
Right,
and it lets you know about what's going on, what happened, and what's to come. It really encompasses their past, present, and future. Yeah. So if that were y'all, I look into it.
I hear you.
The next story that I have for you, I had all of these stories, and I hope I saved it to my thing, because sometimes that's what happens. I don't. Oh yeah, this is actually a really sad story. Oops, found it. It's in my sad news file. No, I don't even want to joke because this is a sad story.
Okay.
A woman falls to death after a Florida drawbridge she was crossing opens.
Oh hell.
Yes, and this just happened. This happened on Sunday. The woman, who has not been identified, fell to her death Sunday when a drawbridge in West Palm, Florida, was raised as she was walking across with her bike.
Oh, that's a shame.
She has not been identified. She was walking across the Royal Park Bridge, which stretches from Lakeview Avenue in West Palm Beach and connects to the island of Palm Beach. At around 1 p.m., she was about 10 feet away from the end of the bridge when it raised, and she fell through a gap in the road. There was a bystander, West Palm Beach police person, Mike Jackles, I'm so sorry. He said the woman tried to hang on. There was a bystander nearby who tried to help her, but tragically she slipped between his grip and she fell 5 or 6 stories below where she died, landing on concrete. He noted that there was a bridge tender who is responsible for following safety protocols in managing the bridge. An investigation is now underway into the woman's death and why the bridge was raised with a pedestrian still on it. As a result of the death, the bridge was shut down for nearly 6 hours, finally reopening around 7 p.m. Sunday evening.
That is horrible.
That when I read that, I was like, what? That really, again, you never know. But
He also was sleeping on a job.
But the fear that,
Can you imagine?
You're like, what? And she probably lost some time because she was probably in shock too. Like, what's happening?
That's
or like,
crazy.
does somebody see me?
Right.
Or, and then that person that was holding on to her.
Could you imagine what he's going through right now? Oh, that's gonna be horrible. He gonna need therapy. Yeah, he's gonna need therapy.
Everybody needs therapy involved in that, and I don't know. I hope they identify this woman. Like, what about her family?
Right. Right. What she had? And why you walking around with no identification on you?
Well, maybe she had identification. They just don't want to release it right now.
Oh, probably.
Or maybe she did it if she was exercising. If that's like what she normally does.
If you leave your house, you should always have some sort of identification on you, because you, like, for instance, you never know.
Right. Maybe she didn't, because maybe she just had on like some leggings real quick.
Yeah.
And a thing. So that is really sad. Our hearts go out to whoever this woman's family may be. I'm sure it's going to come out in the next couple days. So something that I was excited to hear about.
Princess, that's a movie, SHIT. Right?
It really
Princess,
is.
That is. I'm sure somebody going to write a screenplay.
And that bridge tender.
Oh, he needs to be in jail, because why you not paying attention to that bridge?
Sir, you have a whole lot of paperwork you about to fill out, and you probably going to lose your job.
Lose your job. He need to lose his freedom. He need to be in jail.
You think he needs to go to jail?
Hell yeah, he need to go to jail.
Well, what if he didn't see her?
No.
What if it was a literal honest mistake? But if she's 10 feet away from the end of the bridge, how you don't see that?
Right. That's my point. She already had to walk across. She pretty much got dag on there all the way across the bridge.
No. Critical thinking. I want to know why they were raising the bridge.
I want to
know.
Was it a bridge that, when you raise up, maybe a ship or something coming? Like, what kind of bridge is this, City?
I don't know. The Royal Bridge. Maybe you can look it up for us, Barbie.
See the Royal Bridge. Hold on, because it's just not making sense to me. I'm not.
Because now I want whoever decided to raise the bridge to be fired, and I want whoever went under the bridge to be fired. Now I'm looking at it like that.
Right.
Let me see here.
We gotta think critical right now.
We really do.
The bridge ain't bridging. Right? The lifting ain't lifting right now.
The lift ain't lifting.
Right. The lift ain't. No, the lift was lifted. That's why her ass is gone, because the lift lifted.
Let me see here really quick. What's the type of bridge it was?
Now, what you said was that again?
It's called Royal Park Bridge.
Oh, Royal Park Bridge.
And this is in West Palm Beach, Florida. So we need to know, maybe if you can find out what type of bridge this is, what is it raised for?
Okay.
And
okay, it looks like it is a bridge that ships passes under cargo ships, maybe, or some kind of ships. So she was 10 feet, and it goes up high, like somebody wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
somebody wasn't, because it's over water.
You guys go Google the Royal Park Bridge. I don't understand, but somebody's about to get fired, and I'm gonna be or possibly going to jail.
Right.
So I'm going to be following this.
Time.
I'm going to be following this story very closely. A Chicago man spent 2 decades in prison and is released after his identical twin brother confesses to the murder. A Chicago man who spent 19 years in prison for murder over a 2003 shooting has been released after his identical twin brother confessed to the killing. Kevin, this is what's really weird because they're twin brothers, but they have 2 different last names. So I don't know what that's about.
Well, one of them probably changed their name.
Kevin Duggar, who's 44, walked out of the Cook County prison a free man last week and broke down into tears when he was reunited with his family. He is overjoyed to be free, but is also adjusting to a world that is quite different from the world he left 20 years ago when he was arrested for a crime he did not commit. Duggar spent nearly 2 decades in prison after being convicted in the deadly shooting of a rival gang member in Chicago's North Side. A gunman opened fire on 3 people, killing one and wounding another. He was convicted in 2005 and sentenced to 54 years in prison. 10 years ago, he asked that his brother, if he was responsible. They asked him 10 years ago, and the brother denied it. But he ended up writing a letter to him, finally admitting that he was responsible for pulling the trigger. He said he had to get it off his chest.
Yeah.
And a judge ruled that his admission of guilt was not credible, and declined to allow the gentleman a new trial.
Yes.
So the brother confessed to it in a letter. But the judge said that they couldn't use that.
Right.
So another judge reviewed the case, and Duggar's conviction was later reversed by the Court of Appeals. And so he's gonna stay at a transitional residential facility for 90 days. And then he's going to go on to live his life. Look at this picture, y'all. Kevin is the one on the left, and his identical twin brother is on the right. They do look real crazy.
That's, we talked about that a little bit last week. That is crazy. Girl, it's fine because, Shawn Harvey.
If you didn't hear.
Right, some people didn't hear about it. But that is insane. And for the judge to have not even thought about, hearing this, the confession or reading the letter from the brother is sad.
Yeah,
that judge really needs to be disbarred or thrown off the bench. Whatever they do to judges, he needs to be gone because you let that man stay in prison for longer than he should have. Yeah, he could have been free.
Hopefully he sets up a GoFundMe.
Right.
Or sues them. He can do a civil suit because I think this was just his criminal thing.
It was actually 10 years he stayed in, right? Some of that till they realized.
Yes.
Yeah.
An additional 10 years.
Until they realized that he was telling the truth. He wasn't him. It was his daggone brother. Could you imagine?
Well, yeah, and then the time before he served before his brother even wrote that letter.
No one good. Well, you didn't do it, and your twin sister did it, and she ain't saying that from the beginning, yo. But when I tell you, when I got out,
I'd put a hit on my brother. Right. I'd find out what jail he's in.
I would be in there because I would get your ass. You going? Because if we gonna be cellmates. I promise you. Okay, we gonna be cellmates. Oh, your ass gonna meet Jesus. I am not playing. I ain't going to jail because you want to be out here acting crazy and dad going to shoot. Now I'm in the jail and I ain't do nothing. And I'm a good sister. Oh hell no.
So as soon as you get out, you're going straight to it.
I'm going back. I'm going back. I'm gonna get you now. But let me sit here 10 years doing good. Well, you did.
She's going back. That's hilarious, Barbie. I would too. I'm going to jail. They're gonna line me back up.
Now I'm like, yeah, I did this one.
This is some local news. Some good ones for any marijuana users, patient card holders.
Okay.
Barbie, you know anybody?
I know a
You
few
can spread the
people.
spread the news too.
Let me text her. Yeah, she wants to give y'all some good information.
Listen close.
Listen, I got my good ear to the mic. And my good ear to the speaker.
The Pennsylvania State Committee holds their first ever hearing on legalizing recreational marijuana.
Not
It is
marijuana.
currently legal medicinally in Pennsylvania. So if you can, go apply today. But now this is the first ever that they're talking about it recreationally, which I feel like is really fast. Because we just got it legalized maybe a couple years ago.
3 years ago.
I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they are ready. So that money must be good. Okay.
That tax money is amazing. Yeah.
State senators heard from law enforcement officials. Well, also there has been a thing. There was new regulations that were just put down on dispensaries and people who dispense marijuana products, specifically in Pennsylvania. Because of all of these additives, which again, when you commercialize something, you're gonna get people that want to make the most money. And I'm talking about companies that are selling these vapes that are adding extra stuff to the flower.
Weed, like the weed man selling.
Like Jamal and them. You need them to show you.
Stop putting that extra stuff.
So they brought out this whole list. I'm gonna see if I'll print out the list or I'll post the article. A whole list of things that dispensaries are no longer allowed to carry. Most of them are the electronic vapes, some of them with these different dyes and flavors and all that other stuff. We're finding that it's not so good. So look that up because there have been changes. And if you are a user, when you go to dispensaries, some of these products might not be there.
Right.
The state senators, however, heard from law enforcement officials, including York County District Attorney and Pennsylvania Senator Mike Regan, who's a Republican, who represents parts of York and Cumberland counties, and they had expressed interest in crafting a bill to legalize recreational marijuana. They are hoping to convince fellow Republicans to back a bill he's drafting with a Democrat representative, Amen Brown. Certainly produce a product that's a lot safer than what's out there now, and the process of purchasing it a lot safer than it is right now. Brown told lawmakers at the meeting that that marijuana bought on the black market could be laced with other drugs or contaminated, and he wants to make those sales safer and to siphon the revenue to help communities. He wants to use the revenue to focus on fully funding after school programs and summer camps and things of that nature. Governor Tom Wolf supports legalizing marijuana, but Republican leadership says it's not a priority. Some law enforcement groups say the idea of more impaired driving is a concern. Y'all love writing tickets anyway.
I mean, I ain't really heard nobody getting pulled over from smoking weed. But hey, I don't know.
I know. I feel like they get pulled over more for drinking under the influence of alcohol.
Now, that's where you need to be putting,
Especially in Pennsylvania. Hey. But y'all ain't putting no prohibitions on that.
That's what y'all need to be worried about. Not the weed people.
The representatives Regan and Laughlin disagree on the matter of whether people should be allowed to grow their own. However, that should be part of any legalization bill, but they are not sure it will be part of the final version of the bill. So this bill still has a long way to go. It's not in its final versions, but it's good that the conversations are being sparked up. So if anybody wants to write to the local congressperson in Pennsylvania, let's help move this along.
All y'all weed heads out there, y'all better get to writing. I know y'all don't do cursive. This is the time to get that pen. Right, y'all better get that penmanship together. Come on now.
Use that vocabulary. Get the words.
Right, y'all better get that thesaurus out. Listen here, y'all better start writing them letters. Get y'all weed legal.
Well, it's definitely easier because, even with it, when you have your marijuana card, usually for these doctor's appointments, it's $200 per visit. You have to pay the state $50 to $75 a year. So it would definitely cut down, to just have to be a license holder. So that would definitely cut down on costs for that. And also other people that just don't have the means to do that. Don't need to see a doctor.
Keep getting it from Jamal and them. I'm Just saying.
Not Barbie promoting criminal enterprise.
I am not promoting anything illegal.
She's like small time entrepreneur.
Right, listen here. I'm an entrepreneur.
If you have a small business in the pot industry, you know.
I don't even smoke the
We
stuff,
talking to you.
Hey.
Don't
knock the little people.
Don't knock the little guy.
Don't knock the little guy. They're going to put these people out of business. God damn. They're going to be cut out of business.
Barbie, I can't. And this final story, this is just more of like a public service announcement, I guess. I'm gonna apply for it.
Can I get somebody? Because I ain't getting none of the money from all the pandemics. I ain't living right.
For the people that were playing the Mega Millions, I don't know if you know, because remember that one that I told you was 420 million?
Right.
There was one winner,
I bet
one person out of California.
Let me see.
Hasn't been identified yet.
No? Okay.
So, or maybe you could check, Barbie, see if they found them yet, because this was just the other day. So, and one of the numbers that was in it was one of the numbers I was gonna play.
One number.
But I didn't, so it's crazy. This one is the housing lottery. They've been having a lot of housing lotteries in New York, and I don't know. And you guys can correct me in the chat room if I'm wrong. Are they doing these lotteries because they're building more like luxury buildings or more buildings, and you have to give like a certain amount to like low income and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because in order for them to get the grants and the funding and the permits and to be able to do it legally, they have to have a certain amount of apartments available for low income people.
Okay.
So they do it in a kind of lottery sense.
Oh, okay.
Kind of keep it fair.
Well, shout out to these lotteries. So something just opened up in Brownsville.
Okay.
Starting at $9.59 a month. I don't know if that's good. I don't know what Brownsville is like. People always talk about Brownsville in the ghetto. So I don't know. If you live in Brownsville, let us know. Is it a nice place?
Right. Is it nice?
I mean,
your building going to be nice because it's going to be new. But
and I mean, it's a city. It's in a city. All cities have a level of danger. An affordable housing lottery has been launched for just 117 apartments in the vital Brookdale complex in Brownsville. Income eligibility for the complex, this complex is located, if you want to give it a check out, is at 535 East 98th Street in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, USA.
Still haven't been revealed.
Still hasn't been revealed. Maybe they don't know. Do you think they don't know or they didn't claim it yet?
They probably just have not claimed. They're going to wait till it die down a little bit. Remember, I told you.
420 million.
Wait
I think the cash
down.
the cash payout on that was like 280, 292.
292 and some change. I'm just reading it. Girl, see, this is what you got to do. If you win millions upon millions, they ain't going to know I want it.
Okay.
I'm going to still be the exact same person. I'm going to come up in here, key with y'all, okay? And I'm going to be sitting on millions of dollars. But no one's going to know because I'm going to wait. You got a year to claim. So I'm going to wait till it die all the way down. And I was real mad when I found out that I can't do it anonymously in PA because I was going to have I had a whole system in place. I was going to get a trust. The trust was going to claim it. You know what I'm saying? But they said you can't. You have to claim it because they want everybody to know it's fair, whatever. So, yes, that's probably what he's waiting. He's waiting till it dies down, and then he's going, or he or she or whoever is going to claim it. And that way we won't really make a big fuss about it.
Okay.
Because they ain't want nobody to know. Because I don't want nobody to know about my money. Because, you get family out the wazoo when they find you got a coin.
Well,
okay.
Shout out to whoever's in California with that winning ticket. They going to, listen, if I win the lottery, people going to know because I'm going to be all type of flashy.
No. You don't know me that well. You think you do, sweetheart. Look.
100. Okay, so there's 117 apartments in the Brookdale complex in Brownsville. The income eligibility, you have to starts at $35,000 for a single person and goes up to $118,000 for a family of 7. How's a family of 7? The bedrooms only go up to 3, but that's another story for another day. That eligibility covers those earning between 50% and 80% of the area and median income. Okay, let's see. What does this thing have? Okay, so there's 18 one-bedroom apartments at $1,245. They have 31 two-bedroom apartments at $1,481, and three bedroom units at $1,699. The development has set aside, okay, you're right, 50% of its apartments are ready. The complex includes a second floor terrace, rear yard, and entry courtyard, which will have extensive landscaping, a dog run, and passive recreation. What's passive recreation? Like hopscotch? Seating and dining areas. Additional amenities.
Hopscotch.
Like, what's a passive recreational
Right.
activity? Walking.
Girl, just sit around playing little bed with little bit of space.
Well, it does have seating and dining areas. They're also going to have a multi-purpose community room, game room, a library, resident co-working space, fitness room, cold storage locker, package room, and bike storage room. Okay, seems like a nice little facility. So y'all go. It doesn't say, though, how to go and apply for this. Oh, for more information, click here. This is on housingconnect.nyc.gov.
Okay, y'all got
housingconnect.nyc.gov. So it's a lottery. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just put your name in
You never know. You
and
might
fill
win.
it out. You might win. So yeah, so that's
I follow
what
a girl
I
on
figured.
TikTok, and that's how she got. She was talking about luxury living in New York City,
Yeah.
and she did a tour with her apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and she said she only paid like $600 something, and everybody was calling all kinds of liars.
Yeah.
Because you know that is unheard of in New York City for
Yeah.
a luxury apartment. I think it was somewhere in Manhattan, but she had one. She finally did reveal how she got it for that cheap. She won a lottery.
Oh,
For low income. Yeah, and they go based on your income. And I guess of course, she ain't make a lot of money. So
Yeah.
that's how she got the apartment.
Oh wow, that's
I
good.
was
Well,
like, oh, that
yeah,
was nice.
share
It
it,
was real
girl.
cute, too. It was real cute.
Yeah, these people will be winning though. So
Right.
that's what I have. Hope it was entertaining for y'all with the
You
news.
doing entertainment news?
No, I was just gonna go into sports. I don't know how much time we have. I don't
We
think.
got like 15 minutes. We got time. I ain't got a lot of sports.
Okay.
In Vanetta, Vanetta, I think it was in you, Trina. Just in case, I don't know if y'all know this or not, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get your lottery money. So, baby, yeah, I'm gonna be regular. Look, I don't have a choice but to stay regular for at least 6 more weeks because I got it.
For 6 weeks.
Right, I'm gonna still be regular old Barbie. Then I might be a little bougie Barbie after I get my coin.
After
But you know, for 6 weeks, well, a month and a half, I'm gonna still be right here. Mum's the word. Not telling anybody that I am a newfound millionaire. The only person who would know is probably Elijah.
Nah, for
And that baby is like his mama. We hold some secrets. So
even if I had 6 weeks left, I'd quit my job that day. That last Friday when they read the results, I would have quit my job. I would have been like, I just want to let you know I will not be coming in.
She like, I quit effective immediately.
I'm starting shopping. I'm going on Amazon.
She got her crop food just waiting to hit pay now.
No, I'm gonna pay it now. I'm gonna
You ain't got no money, Cindy. It takes 6 weeks.
I'm gonna take out a credit card. I'm gonna take out a loan because I'm gonna just start spending like I got it because I gotta be in the mindset.
Wait.
You got to use the money right. You gotta get in the money mindset.
No,
So I'm gonna get me some money real quick so that by the time the money gets to me in the 6 weeks, I'll know how to act. I would have got it out my system. I don't need to go to that bougie restaurant, girl. I went there last week. I don't need that new Birkin bag, girl. I done already bought it, girl. I'm $70,000 in debt by week 2. I'm already $70,000.
That's why I say you
It's
gotta
okay.
wait until you get the money, Cindy.
Nah,
gotta
I ain't
wait.
so that when that 6 week come, I'm gonna be like, okay.
All right,
now
so-
I'm ready to take this money. I'm gonna pay off what I spent frivolously.
Girl, you
wildin'.
are a mess, a whole mess.
And now we can work fresh with this money that I got. with the money that I was supposed to be using for all the frivolous. Now we can get down to business. I'm in the right state of mind. I'm not surprised by money because I have it. I had it already, and we can go from there.
All right, so
You with me?
question.
I'm taking all y'all out to lunch.
I hear you.
Limos, all of that. We're
Are
doing
we-
all of that.
Are we pulling up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
we getting
day, that
fancy.
Friday.
With no money. Cindy, how you paying for it though?
I'm gonna be like, y'all got like some money with you real quick while we do this.
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait.
I have enough for the bus, but like
But
the
how-
dinner. Y'all spot me. I got y'all as soon as it comes.
How she gonna say she taking us to dinner, but they're gonna say, hey, you got a couple hours?
Yeah. Just for the tip. You guys just have to leave the tip. You guys just have to leave the tip, and I got everything else. Don't worry about it.
All right, so question. If y'all win a mega million, $200, $300, $400 million, or even the one time, remember when it was like it got to like $1 billion? Are you guys taking the cash sum, the one lump sum, or you guys want to take the annuity, the payout?
See, I thought about this because of how I spend. I was like, maybe I'll just do the, you know what? You'll probably get like $5,000 a week.
Yeah, but
like pace yourself. That's what I feel like. But then it's like, what if I die like the next day? Then that money just goes back to the state.
right,
Like I can't give it to nobody, right?
The lottery. You know what? Let me Google it, make sure, because you know with all these new law changes, that may have changed that.
They might have it because if you have like, you'll probably have to put a policy in place, and you can probably say, I want my payments to go to, you know, my kids or whatever. If you feeling them like that, so.
Right, you would hope so.
So that's I think you should be able to will annuity payments. But then when you take it, the lump sum, you know, it's not as much money.
Why you worried about? You ain't have even that before you played.
I know, but now that I have it, now I have an option.
Girl, let me tell you something.
I act different when I have options. Me, personally, me.
So I get real new. Baby, let me tell you something.
I start acting different.
Barbie is taking the one lump sum. Give me my money, because like D-Lo said, tomorrow is not promised. Okay. I'm going to have my affairs in order. Give me my money, please. My 6 weeks. Come on, cut that check. Thank you. I don't want to. No, I don't want to wait to no daggone. No, years. No, give them money now. I can have my own trust set up and will it to my kids. They can have their trust, great grandkids, great whoever, whatever. Some generations is gonna be all right.
Right. She said somebody all right. Prince is gonna say, Senny, are you an organ donor? Your brain is interesting. Scientists would love that research. Prentice, you think I'm not going to get my stuff injected while I'm alive? You think I'm going to leave my organs to these scientists when I'm gone? For research? No. I am not an organ donor. I mean, I guess the good thing to say is all y'all should be, but I need all my stuff when I leave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anybody that needs eyeballs or a heart. Well,
according to this,
yes,
you can pass on any remaining annuity payments on to your heirs.
Yes.
Oh.
See?
Now
that you got options,
right?
Got you thinking different.
Right. Now I know that I can will I might have to rethink.
That's right.
Okay, but I want to know, can you give me like half up front or like 40% first and then let me get my annuity paper? Because I got things I need to do.
Barbie, you can't negotiate the payout like that. You either get the cash, you either get the cash or you get the payout. You get the cash, or you want a payment plan till you die.
I want it fair and square. It's mine. I should be able to get it how I choose. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like, that's the way most people go.
You shouldn't tell me how you want to give me my money. Now I done gave you my $4 to play these Halo tickets, and I won $400 million.
What if you can choose how you want your annuity payments paid out? I don't think you can do that, but what if you could?
Okay, then that's almost kind of what I was,
So then how would you break it up?
Give me like 20% right now.
No, like a week. Like
no. And then after that, in like 30 days, because I'm gonna be good for a minute, then you could give me like a couple $100,000 a month.
Okay, like 300,000 a month,
something like that. Put it in the trust and let that go over there, and I'll have my trust disperse it how I see fit.
Okay. I would want like $1 million a week. If I could get the payouts, I don't know how long that would last. Right. But I just want to see all of that on my bank account. Like wire it over.
Every year you be like, ooh.
Like Sunday midnight, I get $1 million every week for however long to the end of it. I would lose my mind.
Could you imagine this?
You would never see me. I would be on a plane. I'm with that much money, I'm still buying a private jet.
I
like a private jet, like
private
60 million. I'm buying
or semi-private. It's something where it's just gonna be me and the people who I'm flying with on that plane. I'll tell you that. let me become a millionaire like that. Almost a millionaire, baby. Listen here. Be in my circle, my little dot. Cause it's only about 5 of us. Cause I don't roll with a lot of people. We good.
Yes, you and your dots. You gonna be on some type of private something.
Right, something private somewhere. Just us a little bit.
Well, we're gonna be keeping an eye on this, and hopefully the person reveals themselves soon. We would truly appreciate that.
Yes, give you all a quick little sport story. Ex-PGA Tour pro Mark Lai was fired from a golf radio gig after trashing the WNBA. Y'all gotta leave these ladies alone.
Prentice, you sent them the clip too?
Right.
Y'all have to go into the group room on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Facebook group page, and Prentice posts a horrible clip of these ladies not making one basket on either team for about a minute. But it was just that situation. It was the beginning of the game too, so you know how people gotta find their footing.
They had to warm up. They had to warm up, and see what they.
Yeah. So please, that meant nothing. Carry on.
Mark Lau, a former PGA Tour pro, was fired from his golf radio host job this weekend after he said on air that watching the WNBA made him want to shoot himself. Lau made the disparaging comments, on XM radio. The scorecard. He on the show on Saturday. I can't even get through the story without one laugh.
Oh my God.
While trying to explain why he's now a fan of women's golf. The LPGA tour to me is a completely different tour than it was 10 years ago. Lau said, "You couldn't pay me to watch. You really couldn't, because I just couldn't relate to it at all." He continued. Excuse me, y'all.
But they're supposed to go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He continued to. It's kind of like, if you're a basketball player, excuse me, please don't take it the wrong way. But I saw some highlights of a ladies basketball game, and I guarantee you he talking about the same game. Princess putting it in the chat. Man, is there a gun? He said, "Man, is there a gun in the house? I'll shoot myself and watch."
Oh my goodness.
Yo, it's horrible. And there's nothing wrong with the WNBA. And I can't even get through this daggone story without laughing, because it's hilarious. He said, "I was terminated about my comments I made about the WNBA." Who added that he did apologize for his words in the ensuing segment. And XM Radio has confirmed the firing of Wolf. I'm sorry, on the golf.com, said that the 69-year-old will no longer be hosting anything on the show.
On their show. First of all, y'all supposed to be talking about golf, right?
Right.
Why are you even talk? That's what kills me sometimes about these sports commentators or commenters or whatever they're called. Like, because sometimes they be talking about something totally different than the game.
Right. Stick to what you know. You know about male pro golf. That's why your ass got fired, because you want to be sticking your nose in places that ain't had no business. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Right.
Women's basketball.
He wasn't even a fan of women's golf until recently. So that's why your behind got fired, because you want to be sitting here sticking your nose in places that don't have no business. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just support it. Like, the thing that kills me too is that we know these things are underrepresented, and women are trying to fight the good fight. And I mean, I just feel like it's always the same conversation in America. It's like every day is the same day, and it's like we know what's wrong with it, and instead of being in positions where you could uplift those people
or make change
or
positive,
or just say something nice. you took it like, first of all, number one, you didn't have to say anything at all. Number two, you could have said something nice, but you went so far as to say, graphically describe committing suicide rather than do any of those two other things.
WNBA, are you serious?
That's what you thought better to do. And you lost your job because of it.
Well, sometimes people, you having a big mouth does get you in trouble. And I guess your privilege didn't prevail this time, buddy.
Well, sir, good luck in your
well.
future endeavors. Continue minding the business that pays you.
Right.
That if mind the business that pays you was a person, it'd be that guy. Because you weren't minding the business that pays you, and the business that did pay you fired you.
Right, because you wasn't minding the business that was paying you.
Because you wasn't minding it.
Right, you was everybody else's. Okay.
Talk about, if you would have talked about a golf player that made you want to kill yourself, that probably would have been better than going off on the WNBA. Mm-hmm. But what do we know? We just on a podcast over here.
That's it.
Were there any sports? Did anybody play any games?
Girl, we about to leave. It's 8:59.
Oh.
No, y'all go Google your scores
well,
for
wait,
the NBA.
Do we know at least who's in the Super Bowl? Because I don't know.
Girl, the Super Bowl, we talked about that. It's the Rams and the
So that's
the Bills.
The Rams. That's who's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, not the Bills. It is the Rams and
because whoever's going, because I need to know so I can pick who I'm going to root for. If you guys already let me know, because I know that we were waiting for games to happen, but if they already happened and we're already going, Rams is all the way in LA. Wasn't it the Chiefs?
And the Bengals. The Chiefs
the Rams and the Bengals.
And y'all was going for the Chiefs, and I was for the Rams.
Oh, the Bengals. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going for the Bengals for the Super Bowl because it's Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And it's over here.
So it's the,
okay. So if you guys are rooting for Cincinnati with me, go Cincinnati. The game is coming up. The game is this Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Okay.
Yep. So y'all check your local listeners and see where it's gonna play at in your time zone.
Yes.
Okay.
We truly appreciate you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.